serious parents of kids that have died. How did it affect you? I'd like to know why you are asking. I have lost my oldest son, and one of my best friends just lost his oldest son. This isn't a gotcha question. I'm curious why you are asking. Have you lost a child? Please don't let this be a young adult considering leaving this world and wondering what it did to those who loved them, monsieur. It takes great empathy to see a question that reminds you of something horrible, and to think of the well-being of the person asking the question. This was a wonderful response. Thank you, and hugs for your loss, if you want them, monsieur. And it takes a lot of empathy to recognize that as well. Lots of love to both you and the original responder. It destroys you. It's having a future you envisioned for yourself shattered. No two ways about it. Unless you have a great relationship with your partner, it can tear you apart. It takes months, years to get back to a good place mentally, and even then you're forever changed by it. If you can, then you gain an understanding of the world you hope others never need, but you're much more compassionate than you ever were. It changes you forever. There's no going back. Things eventually get better and you find a different level of happiness, but there's always that empty space in your heart. I used to be very happy-go-lucky and lived life day by day. Now I feel like I have to be over-prepared for the future just in case. My mother was friends with a woman who lost her son. Was because the friend has passed away. One reason she really appreciated my mom was that they didn't meet until after the son had died. So how she was now was the only way my mom ever knew her. Her friends who knew her before, however, seemed to have this expectation that she'd eventually just go back to how she used to be. But, of course, she never did. I pretty much gave up on life. Ate like shit. Didn't exercise at all. Would go months without brushing my teeth. I'd eat out of the same bowl for days without washing it. Ended up with digestive issues so bad that I was chugging Pepto like it was water. Isolated myself, so I lost most of my friends. Couldn't focus at work, so bounced from job to job. It took almost 10 years. But I eventually came out of that dark place. The pain is still there, but I actually live now, and not just survive. When my sister died, my mom's hair turned white and she went menopausal. Mom was in her mid-30s. You didn't ask about siblings, but as an aside, it took me 25 years and a couple weeks in IOP to finally move past her dying. I was 10. My sister was 19 when she passed. Both my brothers died 2 years ago and I had never seen my dad cry. Now I see it weekly. My sister died over 50 years ago. Still hurts. Hope you all are okay. I wasn't the parent, but I was very close with a high school teacher when her son committed suicide. She opened up to me about her depression, and she showed me kindness in the darkest hour of her life. She went back to work only after a few weeks, which surprised me because when my dean's daughter died, she couldn't work around young adults and kids anymore because the pain was too great. She was crying all the time, and I think everyone's heart was broken for her. Hits different people differently though. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.